exclusive presentation of ASPN HD Sports. It's Game 4 of the Yawkey League Championship between the Brighton Black Sox and the Al Thomas Athletics. Hi everyone, John Leahy with you here from West Roxbury as the Brighton Black Sox look for a 4-game sweep, and they also look to wrap up their second consecutive Yawkey League Championship. The Black Sox coming off an 8-3 win on the road in Game 3, and they will look to close things out tonight. The Black Sox have had great success against Al Thomas this year, losing only once. When we return to West Roxbury, we'll have the first pitch next. You're watching the Yawkey Baseball League Championship on ASPN HD.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Oh boy. Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
Welcome everyone to West Roxbury High School. It's Game 4 of the Yawkey League Championship. John Leahy with you on a cool night, 62 degrees at first pitch. And we're set to go. The Brighton Black Sox in the traveling black, and the Al Thomas A's are in the home white. Bill Donahue gets the start tonight for Al Thomas, and we are set to go. Justin Macassim leading off for the Black Sox, and the pitch misses down low, ball one. The umpires for the ball game tonight, Curtis Dugar is the home plate umpire. The field umpires, Jason Erdos is at third as the pitch is up and in, and it's going to be a hit batsman. So the Black Sox get the first runner on base here in the top of the first. Our first base umpire tonight is Jake Blichta. All right, batting second, it's going to be Jake French, the left fielder. And French will dig in from the right side of the plate. French hitting .395 on the season. 4 home runs, 25 RBIs. Runner takes off. The throw is going to be not in time. A stolen base for Macassim. And he will quickly get up into scoring position. We'll take a look at the starting lineups. First for the Brighton Black Sox in the top of the first inning, Justin Macassim, the third baseman leading off, batting second. The man at the plate now, Jake French, the left fielder, batting third. It'll be Jake Hatch at second base. Ross Zamparelli is the cleanup hitter in center field. The extra hitter in the lineup is Justin Fields. Then you have Teddy Chisholm batting in the sixth spot as the pitcher. There's a swing and a miss. The seventh spot occupied by Will Baker at first base. Alex Owens is your right fielder. Akib Shah batting ninth at shortstop, and then Okamoto, Jake Okamoto, the catcher, batting 10th. There's a swing and a miss, and French with an RBI opportunity. Just underway here in West Roxbury. The pitch inside, and another hit batsman. So back-to-back hit batsmen, and the Black Sox with runners at first and second and nobody out. That's going to bring us to Jake Hatch, the number 3 hitter in the order. Hatch on the season has been one of the top hitters on this Black Sox team, hitting .435 with 1 home run and 29 runs batted in. We'll give you the defensive alignment for Al Thomas as the pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. Defensive alignment looks like this. Getting the start in left field. There's a called strike. Ben Swanson is the left fielder. In center field, it is Jack Lamar. And in right field, you've got Elon Schwartz. Here's the pitch, and that's in the dirt. Plank doing a good job keeping that ball in front of him. Around the infield, it is Sam Browning at third base. Jacob Perez is at shortstop. The second baseman is Hayden Nunley. And at first base, it is Tim Cooper with Cam Plank behind the plate. There's a check swing on a curve low and away. And that'll be strike 2. 2-2 the count. Black Sox threatening. First and second, nobody out. The pitch. And that will miss inside. The count has run full at 3-2. Cool night here in West Roxbury. The pitch. There's a topper down at third base. They'll charge. And the throw will be not in time. As coming in on the infield grass, it was Browning who short-hopped it. Runners do advance up to second and third. Apparently they did get the out at first. So it'll be a 5-3 ground out for Hatch. First out of the inning, but it'll move both runners up. And the Black Sox threatening here. With men at second and third now, one out. Here's the cleanup hitter, Zamparelli, and he takes a called strike. Zamparelli, 347 on the year with 1 home run and 22 runs batted in 24 games. The pitch will miss high, ball 1, and the count is 1-1. I'll give you the pitching stats here as well for Donahue. As the next offering, just a bit low, and the count goes to 2-1. Bill Donahue, numbers on the season for Bill, 9.38 ERA, as the pitch misses outside with a fastball. Donahue is 1-3 on the year. He does have 1 save, 15 2/3 innings, 13 hits, 31 runs, 21 have been earned, 29 walks, 19 strikeouts. Line drive in the right field for a base hit. 1 run is in. They'll send the second runner, and the throw home will not nearly be in time. It's a 2-run single for Zamparelli, and the Black Sox strike first. So Zamparelli drives in 2 with the 2-run single. Moccasin scores from third, French in from second. That'll bring up the extra hitter in the lineup, and that is Justin Fields. And he takes the first pitch in for a called strike, and it is 0-1. Fields takes the pitch up high for a ball. Fields, as you can see, a left-handed hitter. And the offering is swung on and sharply hit out into right field for a base hit. That will move the runner up to second. Fields, a line drive single into right, and Zamparelli will move up 90 feet. First and second, still only 1 man out in the inning, 2 runs home for the Black Sox. And that is going to bring up Teddy Chisholm, will be the starting pitcher tonight. Chisholm 379, 1 homer and 10 runs batted in. Pitch is up high for ball 1. Chisholm appearing in his 25th game. And he'll take a called strike on the outside corner. Al Thomas trying to limit the damage to 2 runs here in the first inning. Pitch misses up high. Black Sox have won 7 of the 8 head-to-head meetings this year, regular season and playoffs combined. Teddy Chisholm, an outfielder and a pitcher, hit a home run earlier this year against the McKay Club. There's a swing and a miss late on a changeup. That home run came at Garvey Park. There's also a big soccer devotee. The right-hander deals, caught on and missed. He foul-tipped that into the mitt, and Chisholm will be a strikeout victim. And that is a badly needed strikeout for Donahue. First strikeout of the game for him. 2 away, 2 in, and 2 on. And that's going to bring us now to Will Baker, right-handed hitter. This pitch gets off the mitt of Plank. Both runners will advance. No official scorer here in the stadium tonight. We'll call that a pass ball for record-keeping purposes. Zamparelli will move up 90 feet to third. Fields will move up to second. right-hander ready in the pitch. Off speed is a called strike on the outside corner. 62 degrees at first pitch, and the wind has been howling all night. The pitch in there for a called strike. Very peculiar for late August for it to be this chilly. But we will see a warming trend in the weekend and week ahead. Here's the pitch from Donahue, and it's in there for a called third strike, and that will retire the side. So nice job by Donahue after giving up 2 runs. And it'll be a 2-run inning for the Brighton Black Sox. They scored twice. There were 2 hits in the inning. There were no errors and 2 men left. And at the end of half an inning, the Brighton Black Sox have a 2-0 lead over Al Thomas. This is the Yawkey Baseball League Championship Game 4. And let's take a look at the starting lineup tonight for the Al Thomas Athletics, a venerable franchise here in this league. Let's take a look at the lineup for Al Thomas. Leading off, it'll be the catcher, Cam Plank. Batting second will be Sam Browning, the third baseman. Batting third, the pitcher, it is Bill Donahue. Batting fourth, it is Tim Cooper at first base. Batting fifth, the right fielder tonight for the Al Thomas A's, it's Elon Schwartz. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Ben Swanson. Batting seventh in center field, it is Jack Lamar. Batting eighth at second base, it is Hayden Nunley. And Jacob Perez is the shortstop, and he is batting ninth. Let's take a look at the pitching. The pitcher for the Brighton Black Sox, and it is going to be Teddy Chisholm. Teddy, according to the stats we have on the Yawkey League website now, he does not have a record. 0-0, 4 2/3 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. Again, we're going right off the Yawkey League website here. And Chisholm is a hard-throwing right-hander. Let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Brighton Black Sox as we bring you the bottom half of the first inning. For the Black Sox, in left field, it is Jake French. In center field, it is Ross Zamparelli. The right fielder is Alex Owens. Around the infield, third baseman is Justin Makasim. The shortstop is Akib Shah. The second baseman tonight, as we have the first pitch in for a called strike. Second baseman is Jake Hatch. And down at first base, you've got Will Baker. And the pitch is downstairs for a ball. Jake Okamoto doing the catching tonight for the Brighton Black Sox. 2 runs home as we play in the bottom of the first inning. And Chisholm now wants to talk to Okamoto as Cam Plank, the leadoff hitter here for Al Thomas. Check in on Cam Plank's numbers. Plank is the manager as well as a player on this athletics team. 29 games for Cam Plank, 494 on the year, and as good as that average is, it's 4th best on the team. Plank has this year homered twice. He's driven in 25 runs, 39 out of 79. He's walked 24 times. The right-hander Chisholm into the windup and the pitch, and it will be inside for a ball. Al Thomas can extend the series with a victory tonight, and the Black Sox would clinch the championship if they're able to win it. Pitch is down low, count 3-1. Curtis Dukar, our home plate umpire, doing a great job of reminding us what the count is. That's crucial when you don't have a scoreboard. The pitch right down Broadway for a called strike, and it is 3-2. Brighton Black Sox were very, very successful in the regular season. They won 22 out of their 30 games. The pitch, topped foul, third base side. The A's finished in second, 13-16-1. There is a point system here in the Yawkey League for wins. The Black Sox finished with 44 points. Al Thomas with 27. The Black Sox have won their last 7 games. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt. And Plank will draw a leadoff walk. So a good start for Al Thomas. And that's going to bring us to Sam Browning, the number 2 hitter. Browning, third baseman. And he is hitting .556 with a total of 3 home runs and 38 runs batted in. The pitch, top foul down the third base line. Browning getting a good swing there. This is game 4 of this championship series. Black Sox open the series with a 13-0 win. As the pitch is high with a fastball. Game 1 was back on the 17th, and Black Sox won the first 2 games. They were the home team and the number 1 seed. They won 13-0 in game 1. They won 6-5 in game 2. And game 3 was an 8-3 Brighton win. Runner breaks. The pitch smacked on the ground is short, and the only play will be to first, and it is made. 6-3 ground out. The runner in motion prevented the double play there. Browning grounds out 6-3, and we have 1 out and 1 on. The pitcher, Bill Donahue, will step in. Donahue, a right-handed hitter. He hit 338 during the regular season. There's a high pop third base side. Left fielder will give it a look, and this one will be out of play. 0-1. Donahue, 1 home run, 19 runs batted in, 22 hits in 65 at bats. Runner at second, 1 out, 2-0 Black Sox as we play here in the bottom of the first. Chisholm checks the runner and comes to the plate. Big cut and a miss there by Donahue. Al Thomas, they were on a roll. They beat East Boston in the first round of the playoffs, sweeping them 3 straight. Pitch is in the dirt. It'll get away. Runner will break, and he'll get there easily. Wild pitch thrown by Chisholm. And Plank will advance to third. Not a lot of space between home plate and the backstop here. The runner was in motion, so no problem getting to third, but the only way you're going to get a runner on the base paths here is if you get a fortuitous bounce off the backstop. Pitch misses high. Good job there by Okamoto to stab it. Runner at third. 1 out, a fly ball deep enough would get Al Thomas on the board. This pitch will skip back to the backstop, but no chance for the runner to advance. Chisholm struggling with wildness a little bit here in the first inning. Black Sox looking for back-to-back championships. Last year they won the Yawkey League Championship at Garvey Park in Dorchester. Chisholm at the belt. And Donahue reaches for a changeup, and he strikes out. Big strikeout there. Donahue goes down swinging. That's the second out of the inning. That'll bring us now to the cleanup hitter. It'll be Tim Cooper stepping on in. Cooper 283, 1 homer, 8 RBIs. And the pitch is in there at the knees for a called strike. 0-1. Tim Cooper, a left-handed hitter. The pitch, this one will miss high, and it is 1-1. Cooper in his second year in the Yawkey Baseball League, plays first base mostly, but he's also an outfielder, can also pitch. There's a called strike. He's a student at Fairfield. In the elimination game against East Boston, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 hits, and struck out 11. There's a fastball missing high. Chisholm trying to escape this inning with nothing on the scoreboard. The pitch is a topper back toward the mound. Chisholm fields it cleanly, and he'll make the play, and that will retire the side. So the right-hander is able to work out of trouble after a walk and a wild pitch. Al Thomas comes away with nothing in the inning. No runs, no hits. There were no errors. One man left after one. It's game 4 of the Yawkey League Championship. It's the Brighton Black Sox 2, Al Thomas nothing. We'll take a break. We're back in a moment. This is the Yawkey League Championship game 4 on ASPN HD.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
All right, top half of the second inning. Brighton Black Sox up on top 2-0 as we will have Owens, Shaw, and Makasim batting here in the second inning for the Brighton Black Sox. The right-hander deals, and the pitch is in there for a called strike. Owens, the right fielder, stepping in. And there's a big cut and a miss. This is Alex Owens, the right fielder for the Brighton Black Sox. And this one's looped down the right field line. Will it stay fair? Looks like it will. Owens will make the turn at first, and he's got himself a base hit. So an opposite field single to start things off for the Black Sox here in the top of the second inning. That's the third hit given up by Donahue. And it'll be Akeem Shaw stepping in. And he'll pop the first pitch up. Second baseman will come in. And it's going to be the shortstop, Perez, who makes the play. And that's the first out of the inning. Shaw pops up to the shortstop. One away. And Makasim will step back in. Justin Makasim. His second at bat in this ball game. Makasim, third baseman. He's also played some right field. And he'll take a called strike, 0-1. Makasim was hit by a pitch. Actually, I'm sorry, this is Okamoto, the catcher. My apologies. Jake Okamoto will pop this pitch up to the right side of the infield. And making the play is the second baseman, Nunley. So Okamoto is out on a pop-up to second base. We have one man out in the inning. That'll bring us to Makasim. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning, scored a run, also stole a base. Here's the pitch. Runner goes, little grounder back to the mound. Donahue will guide it over to first, and that is going to retire the side. So a quick inning. There were no runs in the inning. One hit, no errors, and one man left. We have played half an inning. An inning and a half, I beg your pardon. It's the Brighton Black Sox 2 and the Al Thomas A's 0. A's will send up the 5, 6, 7 hitters here in the second inning. Schwartz, Swanson, and Lamar. We want to send our best wishes to Yawkey League President Dave McKay. Dave feeling a little bit under the weather. Understand he had a medical procedure, and hoping all is well, and wishing Dave the best of health. He puts everything he has into these Yawkey League games, and he's an outstanding representative of the league. And I know Dave would have preferred to be here tonight, but we wish him well. There has been no better ambassador for the Yawkey League than Dave McKay. Of course, there is a team in this league that bears his name, the McKay Club Beacons. Taking a quick look at the standings this season, McKay wound up in third place. They were 9-19, finishing with 18 points. McKay lost their last 4 games. East Boston finished at 8-19-1, and the Brighton Braves were 8-21-1. And again, they had the interleague play, in which they had 2 other divisions to round out the schedule. Set to go for Al Thomas here in the bottom half of the second inning. And leading us off will be Elon Schwartz. And this pitch is going to miss downstairs. For ball 1, 1-0. Chisholm into his second inning of work. He walked 1 in the first inning. And the pitch will skip up there. Donahue with a big, quick second inning. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. Al Thomas trying to extend this series as the pitch misses downstairs for a ball. Fastball will be upstairs to Schwartz, and he will take his base. Ball 4, that's the second walk issued by Chisholm in the ball game. The lead man is on. And that is going to take us now to the left fielder, Swanson. And the first pitch is on the outside corner at the knees, and it's 0-1. Ben Swanson, 293 on the year, no homers, 7 RBIs, 17 hits and 58 at bats. There's a line drive out into center field, and this one is going to dunk in for a base hit. So back-to-back base runners for Al Thomas. Swanson with a single to center. That'll move Schwartz up 90 feet. You've got first and second with nobody out. It's going to bring us now to Jack Lamar, the center fielder. Lamar at 167. 1 home run, 6 RBIs. Lamar 5 for 30 on the year. First 2 on. The pitch is a fastball that misses upstairs for ball 1. It is 1-0. Lamar up there from the right side. The pitch. Breaking ball is in there for a strike. Lamar, 26 years old, his first year in the Yawkey League. He is a very versatile guy. He can play third, short, second, center field. He's also done some pitching. The right-hander deals, and the off-speed pitch is too far inside. It's 2-1. Jack Lamar is in medical sales. Sells medical equipment, medical devices. Chisholm will check the runners. He'll deal. This pitch skips up there. He's also an avid golfer. 2 on. Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the second. 2-0 in favor of the Black Sox. If you're just tuning in, they scored twice in the first inning. Off-speed pitch is roped in the right field, and that ball is going to get down for a base hit. And they're going to wave the runner around third, and he will score. And it is 2-1, an RBI single for Lamar. So the first 3 have reached here in the inning. Lamar picks up the RBI. Coming around to score is Schwartz. And Swanson advances over to third. So the Al Thomas A's are on the board. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Hayden Nunley. He's up there from the right side. And pickoff throw, runner back. Al Thomas not going quietly. Runners at the corners, still nobody out. The right-hander deals, and that pitch is upstairs for a ball. Series would move over to Brandeis University if it is extended for Game 5. Pitch is low. Pitch was over the plate but low. Wind continues to blow. Now it's blowing straight in, right at us. Now the right-hander will check and gets back safely. Nunley with a swing and a ground ball actually to third, and they'll make the play. They held the runners. Nunley grounds out 5-3. Runners stay put. That runner advances to second, I should say. That was Lamar who moved up 90 feet. He was in motion with the ground ball, and Lamar moves up 90 feet. So 1 out and 2 on. That'll take us to the number 9 hitter, Perez. And there's a chopper back over the mound. Shortstop will fire to first in time for the out. He looked to get the runner at home, and when he saw he didn't have a play, he took the sure out at first, but the tying run will come in to score. Perez grounds out 6-3. He'll pick up an RBI. Scoring on the play is Swanson, and it's a 2-2 ball game. Moving over to third is Lamar, so he's at third with 2 outs. And we're back to the top of the order in Cam Plank. The off-speed pitch misses low for ball 1. So a nice answer for Al Thomas here in the bottom of the second inning. Chisholm into the windup and the pitch. It's in the dirt. Cam Plank leads the team in games played, is also the manager. Here's the pitch, and he'll take this pitch downstairs for a ball. Plank, 27 years old, lifts a high fly ball into right field, perfectly stationed there is the right fielder Owens, and he'll make the play, and that is the out that will retire the side. So Plank flies out to right, and the inning is over, but not before Al Thomas scores 2 runs in the inning. There were 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and there was 1 man left at the end of 2. We're tied at 2. This is Game 4 of the Yawkey League Championship on ESPN HD.
Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Top of the third from West Roxbury High School. We have a 2-2 ball game as the Brighton Black Sox struck first with 2 runs in the top half of the first inning. Al Thomas able to answer with 2 runs in the bottom of the second. And we'll move on to the top of the third. French, Hatch, and Zapparelli due up for the Black Sox here in the top half of the third inning. John Leahy with you. Arlen Showstack, our producer and director. Chris Murphy also on hand, our technical assistant. And we'll have to find out what Chris's official title is, but he's with us here tonight. French was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the first inning. First pitch is lifted high in the air, right field, and backing up now, coming over to make the catch is the right fielder Schwartz, and that's out number 1. Well, Donahue has settled in nicely after the rocky first inning. He has set down the last 6 that he's faced. Here's the second baseman now, Hatch. Hatch grounded to third in his first at bat. Here's the pitch. Ground ball sharply hit, third baseman up with it. And the throw across will be in time. Browning throws out Hatch for the second out. Well, Bill Donahue will take that all day, having him swing at the first pitch. 7 in a row set down now, as that's going to bring up Zamparelli. Zamparelli singled in the first inning, an opposite field single. He drove in 2 runs. Zamparelli, a center fielder. He is an engineer who enjoys golf and tennis. Pitch is swung on and fouled back to the backstop. 7-time All-Star. And Ross Zamparelli enjoying his 8th Yawkey League season, 32-year-old outfielder. Donahue with the changeup, and that's in there for a called strike. We will monitor the temperature as the night goes on. An unusually cold evening here in August. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, chopped foul down the third base line. 62 degrees. It is the same temperature that it was when we started. Just feels colder with the wind blowing straight in. The pitch from Donahue. That's chopped down to third base. A room service hop, and the throw across is in time by Browning, and that'll retire the side. Zamparelli grounds out 1, 2, 3. A nice job here by Donahue. He sets them down in order. And it is actually 5 in a row that he has set down in a row. Owens did lead off the second with a base hit, but since then it's been 5 straight. So we have come to the end of 2.5 innings. And it is the Brighton Black Sox 2 and Al Thomas 2. Al Thomas will send up the 2, 3, 4 hitters. It'll be Browning, Donahue, and Cooper against Teddy Chisholm. Let's take a look at how these teams matched up during the regular season. The first meeting was on May 21st, and the Black Sox won by a score of 4-0. The second meeting was on the 2nd of June. Black Sox won that one 11-1. And then they met again during the regular season on July 21st. Black Sox winning that one 10-0. July 27th they were scheduled to play and it was rained out. July 31st, that game was also rained out. On August 3rd, they played a makeup game, which Al Thomas won 8-6. And then the 3 playoff games. So that 8-6 win by the Al Thomas A's back on August 3rd, the only win they have chalked up against the Black Sox so far this year. Browning will step in. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out to short. 2-2 the score as we play in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Now the right-hander into the windup, and the changeup misses low, and the count is 1-0. Teddy Chisholm into the windup, and he'll miss downstairs with this one. Chisholm worked out of trouble in the first inning. He walked the leadoff man. Al Thomas got a runner as far as third, but left him stranded. And the first 3 batters reached in the second, and they scored twice. Here's the pitch. Off speed is in there for a called strike. Browning, a good solid player for Al Thomas. And this pitch is a breaking ball that misses low and away, and the count goes to 3-1. Browning got a walk-off hit in Game 1 of the East Boston series. Ground ball sharply hit directly at the shortstop, and the throw is low, and it pulls the first baseman off the bag. So Al Thomas gets a break there. That should be an E6 on the throw. And the Al Thomas A's get what you might consider a gift. Here's Donahue. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. Chisholm deals, and it's fouled straight back. One thing I like about this ballpark is that we are protected from foul balls here, which is so important. Well, for the most part, we are. Our producer, director Arlen Showstack, you might consider he's in the line of fire. Pitch downstairs as Okamoto blocks it to his right. My rule was, when I was doing Lowell Spinners baseball, the rule always was protect the equipment first and foremost. Pitch misses low and inside. One day in Aberdeen, Maryland, I actually broke my hand. There was a foul ball coming right at me in the press box. I stuck my bare hand out and protected my equipment. There's a foul pop right back here, and it is going to be caught by Okamoto. Chris Murphy was in position. He was ready to make that play. Chris, I'm telling you, if a foul ball comes at my laptop, I expect you to make a play. One man out. Donahue fouls out to the catcher. Here's Tim Cooper. Cooper grounded back to the pitcher his first time. He's 0 for 1. Chisholm will pay attention to Browning at first. And there's a foul straight back on top of the backstop for strike 1. The other scenario with foul balls that I remember in that league was We were doing games in Brooklyn, New York at Coney Island, and we were outdoors up on the third deck of the stadium. The line drives would come screaming back at us. Off-speed pitch misses high. And I know a few broadcasters who had laptops destroyed in that stadium, foul balls smashing into them. That's the risk you take in baseball. The pitch from Chisholm, off-speed, misses outside. And then, of course, Brooklyn moved to a new league, Double-A ball, and they were playing games outdoors in April. And that is a weather-challenged environment. 2-2 our score. We play the bottom of the third. And the pitch. Line to the right side. Will it stay fair? It will. Over the head of the right fielder Owens. And they are going to wave the one runner around, and he will score easily. That's an RBI triple for Cooper. It'll be an unearned run with the error. Coming all the way. Coming all the way around to score was Browning. And a new pitcher will be coming on. Black Sox will go to the bullpen. And let's give you the information on the new pitcher. It is going to be Ben Youkilis, left-hander. And I apologize, I have a little bit of a frog in my throat as I battle here. But Chisholm will depart after 2 2/3 innings. He has given up 3 runs. And to this point, 3 hits. The runner at third is his responsibility. Chisholm ends up walking 2, and he will also leave with 1 strikeout. So Ben Youkilis will come on to do the pitching for the Brighton Black Sox. Youkilis, according to the Yawkey League website, 3 games, 1-0. With an ERA of 0, 10 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs, 2 walks, and 12 strikeouts. And Youkilis' last appearance on the mound was against this Al Thomas team on August 6th. He went 2 innings in that game. He walked 1 and struck out 4. He's faced Al Thomas twice, faced them again. He faced them on May 21st and then August 6th. So here's Schwartz, and the pitch misses low for ball 1. Schwartz walked and scored a run in the second. So Al Thomas has taken the lead here by a score of 3-2. The pitch, ground ball to the right side, easy hop. First baseman will make the only play he can. That is to first, and the runner now, they have him trapped off third. The run down. And the tag will be made. And they're going to call him safe at the plate. Akamoto doesn't agree. And they're trying to calm Akamoto down. Does not agree. Now John Griffith, the manager.
I tagged him with the ball in my hand.
Jake Akamoto will not win this argument, but it's going to be a ground out. Schwartz will ground out 3 unassisted. The out was recorded at first, and now the umpires are going to get together here. As Cooper crossed the plate, he was in a rundown, and then they got it home, and then the tag was put on. Home plate umpire Curtis Dugar made the out call. Now they're going to get together, and John Griffith went out to have a word with the umps, and I guess he asked them to consult. And now the umps are going to talk about it, and we'll see what comes of this. If the call stands, it'll be a 3 unassisted ground out and an RBI. And if they overturn the call, it'll be a double play to end the inning. All right, so they have reversed the call, and now Cam Plank will ask for an explanation. So on my scorebook, I'm going to put it as a 3-2 double play. That is going to end the inning. Al Thomas will take the lead. They score 1 run in the frame. There was 1 hit, 1 error, and nobody left. At the end of 3, Al Thomas 3, the Brighton Black Sox 2. You're watching the Yawkey Baseball League Championship Game 4 on ESPN HD. Top half of the 4th here in West Roxbury, as it'll be Fields, Chisholm, and Baker due for the Black Sox here in the top of the 4th. Al Thomas has taken the lead for the first time tonight. They're on top 3-2. The pitch is in for a called strike. Fields is 1 for 1. He singled to right and went to second on a pass ball, I should say. Donahue's pitch is in there for a called strike. So the last half inning, the umpiring crew got together and reversed the original call from home plate umpire Curtis Dugar. Here's the pitch. Cut on and missed. And that'll be strike 3. And Fields strikes out swinging to get the 4th inning underway. That'll bring Chisholm to the plate. Now, Chisholm was relieved. He was the starting pitcher, but he's also the designated hitter for the game here tonight. He was listed on the scorecard as both a pitcher and a DH. And the first pitch misses outside and low, ball 1. 1-0. Chisholm is allowed to be in the same spot in the order. Now he just takes over as the DH, as the pitch will miss high. 1 man out, top of the 4th. Game 4 of the Yawkey League Championship. And here's the pitch. Fastball is chopped down to second base. 2 easy hops. And Nunley will make the play. So we've got 2 quick outs here in the top half of the 4th inning. Chisholm grounds out 4-3. And that's going to bring to the plate Will Baker. Baker was called out on strikes to end the first inning. He's 0 for 1. Now the right-hander deals. And the off-speed pitch is in the dirt. Check swing. And he did not go around. Ball 1. And there's a ground ball hit down to third. Ball's close to the line. The throw across will be in time. A quick inning. And boy, Bill Donahue really settling in. Baker grounds out 5-3. It's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. At the end of 3.5, it is Al Thomas 3 and the Brighton Black Sox 2. This is coverage of the Yawkey Baseball League Championship. And we're delighted to have you with us here in West Roxbury on this cool August evening. Final line on Chisholm as a pitcher tonight. He goes 2 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs. All earned. He walked 2 and struck out 1. Actually, make that 2 earned runs, as the runner in the 3rd inning, the leadoff man, reached on an error. So we'll update that. 3 runs, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. And Ben Youkilis takes the mound for his first full inning of work. Youkilis is going to face Swanson, Lamar, and Nunley. Those are the new hitters for Al Thomas here in the bottom half of the 4th. The victory by the Al Thomas Athletics tonight would extend the series. Game 5 would be coming up at Brandeis University. If the Brighton Black Sox are victorious tonight, they would clinch their second consecutive Yawkey League championship. We were there last year when the Black Sox defeated the Brighton Braves in the championship at Garvey Park in Dorchester, and it was much warmer last year than it is tonight. Set to go here in the bottom of the fourth. Swanson will step in. He singled his first time and scored a run, 1 for 1. Ben Youkilis, the left-hander, deals. Line foul off to the right, out of play. West Roxbury High School, right off the VFW Parkway, headed toward the city of Boston. Here's the pitch. Up high for a ball. I come up from the south, and you cross over from Dedham right there into West Roxbury and make a U-turn off the Jamaica Way north, and West Roxbury is right there. It feels more like football weather here tonight. Youkilis off-speed pitch is perfect for a strike. Swanson, the left fielder, is late on a breaking ball, and he tipped it into the mitt for strike 3. That'll be the first out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. That'll take us now to Lamar, the center fielder. Lamar 1 for 1 with a single and an RBI. Wind is now continuing to whip in. Here's the pitch. Youkilis misses up high for a ball. And the count goes to 2-0. Lamar, a home run to start a rally at the end of the regular season. Youkilis deals. And a good fastball there. Youkilis doing a nice job of changing up speeds. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Youkilis deals, and the pitch is fouled straight back. Black Sox were 8.5 games better than Al Thomas record-wise in the regular season. Got a chance to see this Al Thomas team at East Boston earlier in the year. Pitch misses up and away. That was a fun night. We were at East Boston Stadium, right in the shadows of Logan Airport. The airport was right next door. Here's the pitch. Foul back to the screen. That game ended early due to a mercy rule. If a team has a lead of a certain number of runs and it's deemed that the other team can't catch up, they will suspend it right there. It'll be going to the books as a final score at that point. And Youkilis misses low and away. That's going to be ball 4. It's a walk to Lamar. First walk issued by Youkilis. And here's the second baseman, Nunley, as Al Thomas looks to pad their lead. 1 out, 1 on, bottom of the fourth. Al Thomas on top, 3-2. Youkilis, the left-hander, ready. Here's the pitch. And the runner bluffs, and taking a strike is Nunley. Youkilis at the belt, and he'll check in at first. Left-hander ready, and Youkilis steps off. They have him picked off. And a throw down to second. The rundown ensues. And tagged out there is Lamar. That'll go into the books as a caught stealing. Well, actually, a pickoff would be more accurate. It goes 1 to 3 to 6. Lamar is tagged out. So Nunley now will be up with the bases empty and 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Nicholas deals. Big swing and a miss for strike 2. Black Sox scored 2 in the first. Al Thomas tied it with 2 in the second. And they went ahead with a run in the third. Here's the pitch on the way. Cut on and missed. Foul tipped into the mitt. That'll be strike 3, inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. After 4, Al Thomas 3, and the Brighton Black Sox 2. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Yawkey Baseball League Championship Game 4 on ESPN HD.
I felt accomplished after I got my diploma. Made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Top half of the 5th inning here in West Roxbury, 3-2 in favor of Al Thomas. Black Sox will bring up the lower part of their order. And it's going to be Owens, the right fielder, leading us off. Bill Donahue into his 5th inning of work. Alex Owens, 33 years old, 14th year in the Yawkey League, and he'll take a called strike. 0-1. Owens can play all 3 outfield positions. List's favorite highlight is every night after the game with the boys. Here's the pitch. High fly ball into right center field. Long run. That ball will split the outfielders. And Owens slipped going around first, but he's able to recover. And he'll head on into second with a leadoff double. So the Black Sox get the lead man on here in the 5th. Owens with an opposite field double. I don't think he would have made it to third if he had not slipped, but it worked out all right for him at the end as he leads off with an opposite field double. Owens is 2 for 2 in the ball game. And a leadoff opposite field double. That's the first extra base hit of the night for the Black Sox. And here's Aqib Shah. Shaw popped up to shortstop in his first at bat. So Donahue will work out of the stretch. And the pitch to Shaw will miss upstairs for ball 1. Aqib Shah, 34 years old, 15th year in the Yawkey Baseball League. This pitch misses up high. Shaw is a 2-time All-Star. And the pitch dips in for a called strike at the knees. Shaw can also play second base. So he plays both middle infield positions. Very versatile player for manager John Griffith. Shows bunt and lays it foul back behind the plate. 7-inning ball game. And, of course, if the home team is ahead, we would only wind up playing 6.5. Bill Donahue has been terrific. After getting nicked for 2 first-inning runs, he's really settled in. There's a line drive into center field. That ball is going to be dropped by the center fielder. And the Black Sox are going to send the runner around, and the throw comes in not nearly in time. It's a tie ball game. That's going to be an E8 all the way, as Lamar got to the ball well enough, but as he went up to make the play, it ticked off his glove. So Shaw will reach on the E8. No RBI on the play. Owens will come in to score, and it's now a 3-3 game. Here's Makasim. He's been hit by a pitch. I'm sorry, this is Okamoto, yes, Jake Okamoto. Kind of strange with 10 batters in the order. Okamoto hits a ground ball sharply to the shortstop, and they'll hold the runner. The throw is one hopped over, and the out is made. So Okamoto will ground out 6-3. And that will be the first out of the inning. Runner holds at second. Black Sox have tied it here in the 5th. So here's Makasim, hit by a pitch, and he also grounded back to the mound. He's 0 for 1. Justin Makasim. We remember him from last year. He is a speed merchant on the base paths. Definitely a guy you want to keep off the base paths. Here's the pitch. And a curve is laced in the right field for a base hit. Runner will hit third, and they're going to hold him up there. Makasim with an opposite field single. And the Black Sox now with runners at the corners and one man out. Moving over to third is Shaw. So first and third with one away, and here is French, the left fielder. Mound visit here, a quick conference here, and French will step in. French has been hit by a pitch, and he's flied to right. He's 0 for 1 with a run scored. Another big event associated with the Yawkey League is the old-time baseball game, and that was rained out, and they're making that game up on the same night as we're playing here, as the pitch is fouled back off to the right and out of play. That is always a well-received event. Steve Buckley of the Boston Herald has a lot to do with that. The pitch is popped to the right side, and it's going to get out of play. Rich Hill also pitched in the old-timers game. Rich Hill was recently on the mound for the Kansas City Royals, and he worked in the old-time baseball game. Rich, of course, is no stranger to the Yawkey League. He's from Milton, Mass, and Rich spent many years in the Yawkey League. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. It's foul tipped. Back to the backstop. Of course, Rich Hill also was a member of the Red Sox. It was a big pleasure for Rich to be able to pitch for the hometown team. And the off-speed pitch is up high. And taking second on the stolen base is Makasim. I'll credit him with a stolen base. That'll put men at second and third. This pitch gets back to the backstop. The runner will break for the plate. It's going to be close, and he's safe. Scoring on the wild pitch is Aqib Shah. And Makasim will advance to third. You cannot hesitate on pitches back to the backstop here. There's not a lot of room, so if you're going to go, you got to go, and do not hesitate. Here's the pitch. Lined off the end of the bat, center field. That's going to dunk in for a base hit. Makasim will score, and that makes it 5-3. RBI single for French. And that has given the Black Sox the lead once again. It is 4-3. Actually make that 5-3. That's the third run of the inning. My apologies. Makasim scored on that base hit. So French picks up an RBI single. And that's going to bring us to Jake Hatch. Hatch is 0 for 2. He's grounded out to third base twice. Runner will go. And the throw is not going to be in time as it skipped away from the shortstop. Second baseman was there to back up the play. The Black Sox playing it aggressively here in the fifth inning. Stolen base for French. So it's been a 3-run frame, and the Brighton Sox have a 5-3 lead. Donahue paying attention to the runner at second. The off-speed pitch misses high. 1-1 the count to Hatch. An RBI opportunity. And there's a ground ball chopped down at third. Browning wanted to tag the runner. That play didn't materialize. The throw to first is late. It's going to be an infield single for Hatch. And that will move French over to third base. So the Black Sox having a big inning. Cam Plank is out at the mound. And Donahue was sailing along after that 2-run first inning. He faced the minimum number of hitters. Well, he faced 4 hitters in the second. After a leadoff single, he set him down 1-2-3. Then in the third, he sent him down 1-2-3. Same in the fourth, but he's run into trouble here in the fifth inning as he's been nicked for 3 runs. And still just 1 man out in the inning. It'll take us now to Ross Zamparelli. Zamparelli is 1 for 2 tonight. A single to right to drive in 2 in the first. Grounded out to third base to end the third inning. Black Sox really trying to put a crooked number on the board here, put the pressure on Al Thomas. Here's the pitch. There's a called strike. A Black Sox win ends it. An Al Thomas win sends it over to Brandeis for Game 5. Off-speed pitch, runner goes, ground ball sharply at the short, over to second out there. The return throw, let's see, did he keep his foot on the bag? No. It'll be a 6-4 force out. Zamparelli will replace Hatch as the base runner, 6-4 on the force out. And the pitch inside here, Fields is going to be hit. And that is going to move Zamparelli up to second base. So there was a 4th run that scored also. French came in to score. So it's been a 4-run inning, 6-3. Swing and a miss here by Chisholm. He's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out to second. And this pitch is up under the chin. Chisholm to be followed by Baker. 2 men out in the inning, 4 runs home. And the Black Sox lead at 6-3. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ground ball toward the middle. And the shortstop able to knock it down. They'll make the play at second. The force out goes 6-4. And that is going to retire the side. But a big inning for the Brighton Black Sox as they send 9 men to the plate. They score 4 runs in the inning. And by my calculation, there were 4 hits and 1 error. And they leave 2 men on at the end of 4.5. It is the Brighton Black Sox 6 and Al Thomas 3. So a big 4-run inning for the Black Sox. And Al Thomas will send up Perez, Plank, and Browning, the 9-1-2 hitters. And Ben Youkilis has a chance to pick up a victory if he can get some outs. As the starter, Chisholm lasted 2 2/3, but Youkilis has come on and retired 3 out of 4 hitters he's faced. It'll be Perez, Plank, and Browning, the 9-1-2 hitters, coming up for Al Thomas. And Youkilis trying to settle in here. Jacob Perez will start us off. Perez is a 23-year-old who has spent 4 years in Yawkey baseball. He is a shortstop mainly, but he's also spent some time at third base. And he's also played some center field. Perez in his first at bat grounded to short, and he drove in a run. Al Thomas answered the Black Sox 2-run first with 2 of their own in the second. Foul back to the fence for strike 1. 0-1. Artificial surface here at West Roxbury High School, and the benefits to that are you don't need a tarp for rain. Field always gets taken care of. Here's the pitch from Youkilis. Ground ball hit to the right side. Second baseman coming over. Can they make the play in time? It's going to be close. And the out is recorded. 4-3 on the ground out. Perez is the first out here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Here's Cam Plank. Plank has walked and flied to right. He's 0 for 1. Right-handed hitting catcher. A stocky type of a build, and the pitch is in there for a called strike. And Plank will smack one foul down the first base line. A lot of respect for Cam Plank. He is a firefighter. And that is the position that is deserved the ultimate amount of respect. The pitch is up high for a ball. Cam is also a good golfer. Here's the pitch upstairs for a ball. Can also play first and third. He's a 4-time All-Star in the Yawkey League, 8th year in the league, 27 years old. And the left-hander deals, swinging a high foul pop back over our heads. Wind has died down a bit. We can still feel its effects. Left-hander Youkilis deals very high. Okamoto had to get out of the crouch to make a play on it. And a fastball is in there for a called third strike. Plank is caught looking for the second out of the inning. That's the third strikeout for Ben Youkilis. And here's Browning, the third baseman. Browning has grounded a short. He's reached on an error and scored a run. 6-3 Black Sox as we play in the bottom of the 5th. The left-hander deals, and that is down low for ball 1. And Youkilis fires a strike in there, count even up at 1-1. Fastball downstairs, a 2-1. And there's a high fly out into right center field. And this one's going to be played by the right fielder. And making the catch is Owens, and that will retire the side. And going 1-2-3 in the inning is Al Thomas. There were no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We've played 5 innings. It's the Brighton Black Sox 6 and Al Thomas 3. You're watching the Yawkey Baseball League Championship Game 4 on ESPN HD.
Who are you? Your lungs. Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
But with a routine screening, you can detect it early.
Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Paul Whitem is on the pitch for Al Thomas as we move to the top half of the 6th inning, and Donahue will depart after 5 innings of work. Donahue gives up a total of 7 hits and 6 runs, and he will also wind up walking no one, and he also finished the night with 3 strikeouts. So on to do the pitching is Paul Whitem for Al Thomas. We'll give you his numbers in a moment as Baker will lead off. We want to tell you about a defensive change. Moccasin is now in right field, and McLeod is now playing third base for the Black Sox. And we'll give you more information on that when we come to the bottom of the 6th. Baker takes a called strike, struck out and grounded at third, and he'll lift this pitch into left field for a leadoff single. So Baker now 1 for 3 as he lines a single into left, so he greets Whitem rather rudely with a single to left, and here the Black Sox will, let's see, we have Jared McLeod stepping in. So McLeod batting in Owen's spot in the batting order. Pitch misses downstairs. Jared McLeod, 24 years old. Third baseman, outfielder, catcher, and first baseman. United States Marine Corps. Strength and conditioning coach. Ground ball back to Wydom. One hop throw will be off the mark. Everybody's going to be safe. So McLeod will reach on the fielder's choice. Everybody's safe. Moving to second on the play is Baker. That was an easy play for Wydom to make. Ground ball right back at him. And as he tried to go to second, he one hop to throw in. So Baker goes to second on the fielder's choice. 2 on, nobody out. And here is Aqib Shah. Shaw has popped to short, and he's also reached on an error. Wydom will work out of the stretch and the pitch. There is strike number 1. Paul Wydom will take a look at his pitching numbers on the year. As he'll deal, shows bunt, the pitch misses high. Wydom, 16 games, 2-4, 5.77 ERA, 60 2/3 innings, 98 hits, 78 runs, 50 earned, 37 walks, and 63 strikeouts. Here's the pitch, and there's the bunt, first base side, and the ball is juggled a little bit. The throw will not be in time, and Shaw will reach. The intent was to sacrifice both runners up, but he will reach on the fielder's choice. And the bases are now loaded with nobody out. The Black Sox really trying to blow this wide open. Here's Jake Okamoto. Off-speed pitch misses low and away. Okamoto is 0 for 2. He's popped to second and grounded to short. Big opportunity here for Brighton. Wydom, the right-hander deals, and Okamoto fouls this one in the air straight back behind the plate, and it's going to be caught for the out. Big out there for Al Thomas. Okamoto fouls out to the catcher. So he's 0 for 3. That's the first out of the inning. And here's Makasim. Justin Makasim has been hit by a pitch. He's grounded back to the pitcher. He's singled to right. He's scored a pair of runs tonight. Off-speed pitch by Wydom misses low and away, ball 1. Makasim makes great contact with the ball. There's a line drive, sharply hit foul off to the right. Al Thomas running out of time here. Just 2 more innings to try and get back in this one. They can ill afford to give up any runs here. Bases loaded, 1 out. Line drive off the foot of Wydom, and he's trying to locate it. Throw to first, won't be in time. Everybody's safe and a run scores. Another fielder's choice. RBI for Makasim. Scoring on the play is Baker. It's now 7-3. McLeod moves up to third on that play, and Shaw will move up to second. And the pitch misses up high to French. He's been hit by a pitch, fly to right and single to right. He's 1 for 2. He's scored 2 runs. 7-3, bases remain loaded. Still only 1 man out. Check swing and a strike. Well, the way Youkilis is pitching, you got to think that a 4-run deficit is going to be awfully tough to come back from. Here's the pitch. High pop foul, straight back out of play for strike 2. Black Sox in search of their second consecutive Yawkey League title. Bases full, 1 out, 1 in. Black Sox up 7-3. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Wydham picks up a critical strikeout. French is down on strikes. And that is the second out of the inning, and that'll bring us to the second baseman, Hatch. Hatch tonight is 1 for 3. He's hit the ball to the third baseman 3 times. He's grounded out to third and reached on an infield single. Off-speed pitch by Wydham is in there for a called strike. Good to see Joe O'Hara here tonight. Joe, a longtime affiliate of the Al Thomas A's. Swinging a foul tip. Joe managed the team for quite a while. Bases remain loaded. 2 men out in the inning. Wydham deals. Swinging a high pop-up. This should be playable. Third baseman in foul territory is there. Making the catch is Browning, and that will retire the side. So the Al Thomas A's fortunate to get out of that with just the 1 run. Hatch fouls out to the third baseman. There was 1 run in the inning. There was 1 hit. There were no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. 8 men left on for the Black Sox now in the game. They add to their lead. At the end of 5.5 innings, it's the Brighton Black Sox 7 and the Al Thomas A's 3. It'll be the heart of the order coming up to face Ben Youkilis in the 6th. 3, 4, 5 hitters will be due. And Youkilis has done a fine job since coming in. He has walked 1 batter, but he struck out 3. He has not allowed a base hit, and he stands to be the winning pitcher if the Black Sox can get these last 6 outs. Youkilis doesn't throw hard, but he spots the ball very well. Bill Donahue will lead off this inning for the Athletics. It'll be Donahue, Cooper, and Schwartz, the due hitters. Donahue is 0 for 2. He is struck out and fouled out to the catcher. So Ben Youkilis will toe the rubber, and Donahue will get us started. The left-hander deals. He tries to bunt his way on, lays at third base side of the mound. Youkilis has it. He'll make the play. Good athletic work there by Youkilis as he pounced off the mound. And he makes the play. Donahue trying to bunt his way on. 1-3 on the putout. So here's Cooper. He's grounded to the pitcher, and he's also tripled home a run. Cooper is a left-handed swinger, as you can see. Youkilis deals, and this pitch will be upstairs for a ball. Cooper, first baseman by trade. He's also an outfielder. He's also done some pitching. He had a 6-inning, 2-hit, 11 strikeout game in the elimination game against East Boston. He's a student at Fairfield. He's a big devotee of Game of Thrones. Pitch is in there for a called strike. Schwartz would be next. Youkilis into the windup. Here's the pitch. That's high. And Chisholm skips this one up there. As we told you, for the Black Sox, there was a defensive change. Jared McLeod is now your third baseman as the pitch is in there for a called third strike. Cooper is down for the second out of the inning. And Makasim is now in right field. Here's Schwartz. He's walked and hit into a double play. And he lines this one toward the middle. Shortstop will grab it behind the bag. And a nice play by Aqib Shah. And that will retire the side. Schwartz is out on a 6-3 ground out. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the 7th. At the end of 6, it's the Brighton Black Sox 7 and Al Thomas 3. This is the Yawkey Baseball League Championship on ASPN HD.
My advice to all the fathers out there, they grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
7th inning. Last inning of regulation play here. The Brighton Black Sox are 3 outs away from a championship. Black Sox will try to add on to their lead here in the top of the 7th inning. Zamparelli, Fields, and Chisholm will be due here in the 7th. Zamparelli will get us started. He's 1 for 3. A 2-run single in the first inning. Paul Wydham with the first pitch, and it is in there for strike 1. Zamparelli, a 2-run single in the first to drive into. He grounded out to third and hit into a 6-4 force play. Paul Wydham, the second pitcher on for Al Thomas. The starter, Donahue, went 5 innings. Wydham deals, line drive right center field. This ball is going to get down for a base hit. It's cut off in right field. They flip it over to the center fielder. Schwartz flipping it to Lamar. It's an opposite field leadoff single for Zamparelli as we get started here in the top of the 7th inning. Second hit of the night for Zamparelli. Here's Justin Fields. He has single to right, struck out and been hit by a pitch. And there's a high pop into shallow left shortstop out, and a nice catch there by Perez. And he'll try and double the runner off. That was a close play at first. I think they got him. So Zamparelli is doubled off. That was one heck of a play there by the shortstop Perez. And he'll turn the unassisted double play. It's going to go 6-3. Zamparelli caught too far off the bag. So 2 outs and nobody on, and here is Chisholm. He is struck out, grounded to second, and hit into a 6-4 force play. And the pitch from Wydham misses high for ball 1. Very athletic play there by Perez. Wydham's pitch misses high, and that hit the umpire. Curtis Dukar got caught by that pitch, and he is going to need a moment. Curtis Dukar, our home plate umpire, shaken up as that pitch was up. And it caught him in the facial area. And a nice hand for Curtis as he gets to his feet. Looked like that pitch maybe grazed the top of his forehead there. And both teams, of course, showing concern. The umpiring crew also there, and Curtis appears like he's going to be able to shake this off. I'll tell you, we don't give the umpires enough credit. They are tough as nails. And Curtis will need a moment to shake out the cobwebs. That's called earning your pay. Well, Chisholm will step in. 2 balls, no strikes the count. Good to see Curtis is okay. Here's the pitch. Line drive sharply hit into right field for a base hit. Opposite field single for Chisholm. That's the second hit of the inning. Chisholm gets into the hit column. He's now 1 for 3. And that's going to take us now to the first baseman, Will Baker. Baker is struck out, grounded to third, and single to left. He's also scored a run. Black Sox up 7-3. It'll be Swanson, Lamar, and Nunley due up for Al Thomas in the bottom of the 7th. It'll be their last chance. Here's the pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Wind continues to blow directly toward home plate. Wydham out of the stretch. Here's the pitch inside for a ball. McLeod is on deck, hoping to have a chance to hit in the inning as the pitch misses upstairs. Wydham to the plate, and he'll get a strike in here. Short lead at first for Chisholm. Wydham will miss down and away, ball 4. It's a walk for Baker. Moving on up to second base goes Chisholm. It'll be first and second with 2 outs. And here's McLeod. This will be his first at bat of the ball game. Right-handed hitter. Jared McLeod, the pitch. And it's upstairs for a ball. The right-hander deals. Ground ball sharply hit down to second on 3 hops. And the play will be made, and that will retire the side. McLeod grounds out 4-3, and that's going to do it for the Brighton Black Sox in the top half of the 7th inning. They do not score in the frame. There were no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 2 men on. So Al Thomas will have one more crack at it as we move along to the bottom half of the 7th inning, 7-3 in favor of the Brighton Black Sox. Let's recap. Well, we have a new pitcher coming on now for the Brighton Black Sox. And trying to nail it down, it's right-hander Ben Spencer. And he will try and get the final 3 outs and secure the championship for the Brighton Black Sox. So Youkilis did a fine job as he winds up going 3 1/3 innings. And Chisholm did not allow a hit, no runs. And he also walked 1 and struck out 4, and he stands to be the winning pitcher if Spencer can get these final 3 outs. Ben Spencer, according to the Yawkey League website, 5 games, 1-0, 9 2/3 innings, 10 hits, 3 runs. He's walked 2 and struck out 18, an ERA of 0. A hard-throwing right-hander. Ben Spencer. This is his favorite highlight of the season, a Game 2 walk-off in the finals. He's an environment consulting scientist. He loves fly fishing. He's going to face Swanson, Lamar, and Hanley, the new hitters. Al Thomas with one last shot at preserving the season. Swanson is 1 for 2. He has singled to center and struck out. He's also scored a run. Al Thomas needs 4. They're down 7-3. Spencer will be tasked with getting these final 3 outs. Swanson digs in, and there's a foul tip at the plate. Black Sox on the verge of their 2nd consecutive Yawkey Baseball League championship. Spencer deals, swing and a miss, pulled the string, and that'll be strike 2. 6, 7, and 8 hitters for Al Thomas here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Spencer deals, swing and a looper off the end of the bat. Shortstop will play it on 1 hop, and the throw across by Shaw is in time. Swanson is retired 6-3. That'll bring us now to Lamar. Black Sox scored 2 in the first, a 2-run single by Ross Zamparelli. Al Thomas tied it in the bottom of the second. RBI single by Lamar, RBI ground out by Perez. Al Thomas took the lead on an RBI triple by Cooper in the third, where the Black Sox scored 4 runs in the top half of the 5th inning to grab a 6-3 lead. Here's the pitch, and it is too high for ball 1. 1 run scored on an error, 2nd run scored on a wild pitch. RBI single also in the inning. Lamar gets a piece and fouls it straight back. Ben Spencer, the right-hander, working out of the stretch with nobody on. Black Sox would score another run in the 6th. Pitch misses high. Fielder's choice ground out by Macassim. And Spencer deals. Ground ball right side. And this ball will find its way through into right field for a base hit. 1-out single for Lamar. Al Thomas with a runner at first, 1 out, and that'll bring up Nunley, the second baseman. Nunley tonight is grounded at third and struck out. He's 0 for 2. Now the Black Sox looking for a ground ball hit right at somebody. Ben Spencer deals. That's in the dirt. Runner will stay put. A very successful regular season for the Black Sox, winning 22 games. And they are on the precipice of a championship. The pitch misses high. Al Thomas hoping to have something to say about that. But they need a big rally here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Foul tipped at the plate. Again, kudos to our crew here. Arlen Showstack is our producer and director. Chris Murphy, technical assistant, for lack of an official term. Foul tipped at the plate. Now Spencer from the stretch. Pitch misses low and away. And the pitch is in there for a called strike. And Spencer will get the third strike here. Good fastball on the outside corner. And the Black Sox are 1 out away. Here's Perez. He's grounded to short and grounded to second. His ground out in the second inning produced a run. Spencer from the stretch. Here it is. Ground ball hit down to short. This could do it. They have it on the short hop. The throw across is in time. And the Brighton Black Sox are 2025 Yawkey League champions. Perez grounds out to end it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. And we send our congratulations to the Brighton Black Sox, who have clinched the Yawkey League Championship. They win it by a score of 7-3, and the celebration is on as the Black Sox go back-to-back and win their second consecutive Yawkey League championship. Strong showing from Al Thomas throughout the year and in this playoff. They knocked off East Boston to get to this final spot. The Black Sox also were very successful in their opening round. They knocked off the Brighton Braves, and the Black Sox will finish the year with an 8-game winning streak, and they will finish the year as Yawkey League champions in 2025. Congratulations to John Griffith, manager, and the entire Brighton Black Sox organization for nailing down their second consecutive championship. And a good display of sportsmanship here at the end. And it's time for celebration for the Brighton Black Sox. Black Sox fans here in the stands at West Roxbury High School showing their support as they have all season long. Black Sox win it 7-3. This is the Yawkey League Championship on ASPN HD. We'll take a break. We're back in a moment.
I felt accomplished after I got my diploma. Made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Back here at West Roxbury High School, John Leahy with you. The celebration is on as the Brighton Black Sox have clinched the 2025 Yawkey League Championship. Black Sox winning their third consecutive Yawkey League title as they defeat Al Thomas tonight by a score of 7-3. Black Sox cap off a very successful year with a 4-game sweep. They fell behind 2-0 in this game early, but they were able to battle back as they scored 2 runs to tie it and then went ahead and stayed ahead with a big 4-run inning later on in the game. And the Black Sox finish the 2025 season with an 8-game winning streak, and they are the champions again in 2025, third consecutive Yawkey League championship as they defeat a very strong Al Thomas team that had defeated East Boston to get to this point. So congratulations to John Griffith and the entire Brighton Black Sox organization. They win it by a score of 7-3. They are the Yawkey League champions for 2025. I want to thank you for tuning in. You've been watching coverage of the Yawkey League Baseball Championship right here on ASPN HD, and thanks for tuning in.